He's a little late. Turn off my webcam. Can't decide. That's the VOD. I'm sure it's fine. Voice chat, I don't know. It'd be nice to do voice chat, I think. It's fine if not.
Step into the ring.
Does he play with a question mark symbol? It's kind of funny. Okay. It's like a secret switch. I guess you have like multiple accounts on the Switch.
Ready?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad.
2, 1,
Let's do it.
go!
Okay, that was a fast game. What are you trying to improve on?
Just landing hits in neutral. Getting the kills when you get to like a percent that's kind of out of my, well, even just in my booyah range and out of booyah range. Just being able to land the grab when you're in that range, and then get kills when you're over it.
3, 2, 1,
Okay.
go!
Alright.
Explain to me a little bit about like why, or like what's the reason why you're like trying to get better at this? Cause yeah, just explain a little bit. Elaborate the problems.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So at least in the match we just played, I was having trouble landing a hit on you, or like specifically like a hit that comboed into anything. Seemed like I was struggling, like I was getting pushed out to the edge by you, and then just honestly kind of losing a lot every time I lost neutral.
Oh. Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's weird. Let me think. Cause I know what you're saying. Cause that's kind of weird. Like I don't really have enough vibe for that. Let me think about like, where should I start? Okay, so you said that you were having trouble landing a hit. Why do you think that was?
That's a good question. Let me see.
Let me figure. Yeah. That's the same thing that you say is a hard question. It's a really hard question for me to answer because like usually when I coach people, they don't come out with getting better at landing hits. That's kind of weird because that talks about neutral. That talks about like the way you actually play neutral and how you force me to play like my neutral, right? Because at the end, getting a hit is just not like getting a hit because you gotta do a bunch of things to get a hit, right? Like you gotta condition me in a certain way. You gotta make me shield so you can get the grab. You have to make me jump and stuff. So like I feel like it's a lot more complicated, but at the same time it's super simple. Because like a lot of people will be like, hey, just get hit, but that really doesn't work, right? Then why is it not working? If you ask me why is it not working, it is because you got no game plan, or probably because you got no neutral. from what I realized, that like you just try to go for the hits. I actually seen a lot of people playing that way, of course, in like in the coaching lessons, but like they never asked that question, which is pretty weird. So, all right, let's play this game, and every single thing you do wrong, I'm gonna call it out, and we're gonna work, and we're gonna figure out why you're doing these things and why it's not a good option. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Or like whenever you feel that like you have this problem in this game, please let me know.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the second time you died because of that reason. This game, be careful. No. They didn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. When someone says that they can get a hit, it is because they are definitely doing something wrong. But it's not the kind of wrong that people think about. It's because of other reasons. Like when you told me, hey, I had trouble getting hit, it's like that's because you didn't win neutral. So like it's not really about like learning how to get the hits. It's about learning how to play neutral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like getting hit is basically just a result of playing well. That's basically how it works. Every single time you go for a hit and I shield there, like I air dodge or something like that, it is because you could have done something different, right? That's basically how the game works. Whoever thinks faster is the one that wins. That's basically how Smash works. That's why it's kind of weird. So, to be honest, in the last game, you weren't really like struggling that much to get the hit. So, I'm not entirely sure what do you mean with like getting better with landing hits, right? Because when you told me about the thing that you wanted to get better at, I was like, oh, he's probably a new player, right? He probably doesn't know what he's doing. But you seem to know what you're doing. So then, what's the problem? And that's something that I want you to tell me because I really do not know the problem.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously you were landing way more hits than me. I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on where you're
damn,
landing.
That's a really hard question because that's just me being better.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's the thing. Like that's weird. So let's focus on different things.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Things that we can work on is definitely what I'm looking for.
I don't know. What's your game plan?
Okay, so ideally I get a lot off of my back airs and grabs.
No, don't tell me that. What's your game plan? A game plan is what you're gonna do in a game.
Okay.
Know what you're thinking about getting. Like, what are you doing about your game? Tell me your game plan. Let's say that we're playing neutral. Go to your spot. Go to your platform. I'm gonna stay on my platform.
Okay.
right? What's your game plan right here? What's your game plan it's starting this interaction?
I will fall. I'm gonna try to move around a bit. I'm gonna try to take center with back airs, and I'm gonna try to look out for your nair because it outspaces me. It's pretty safe on shield. So I'm gonna look out for that. And I'm gonna try to get in. I'm gonna look for maybe one back air. Back air and then run out because it doesn't really combo at low percents. And then once I get you to this percent, I'm looking for a back air grab while you're at the edge. I'm trying to.
Okay.
As you.
Okay, good. Yeah, you know how to play Inkling. So now let's say that like you're trying to get these hits, right?
Right.
How are you gonna make me get hit by it? That's the question. That's why you find yourself not landing the hits.
Right.
Because if like let me tell you what you just said. It's like you said that like, oh, I'm gonna take center stage, I'm gonna be careful for your nair, and then I'm gonna try to get the back air. What word did you use for that? You said try. You never said I'm gonna get the back air.
Right. Okay.
Why are you like? And now I'm gonna explain my game plan. So my game plan would be playing neutral, maybe throw out the gyro to get ready, spam nair. Well, not really spamming it because I have a purpose. And then I'm gonna play it, right? And then my plan is to actually wait for your back air and then punish it, right? You
Right.
see what's the difference between that? I'm not really thinking about the things I'm doing. I'm thinking about what you're gonna do and how I'm gonna punish it.
Okay.
That's the difference. You literally said that you're gonna try to get the back airs, gonna be careful with my nair, but you said I'm gonna try to get back airs. You never said, oh, I'm gonna be careful with this, so I get the back air. That's completely different, right? That's like building a game plan. That's creating a game plan. So my game plan right now would be, oh, you play Inkling. So I know that I gotta be careful with a lot of things, right? I gotta be careful with the run up on me. I gotta be careful with jab. I gotta be careful with your down air. I mean back air. I gotta be careful with your grabs. Cause once I'm scared of your grabs, I'm gonna start shielding, and that's where you get a grab, right?
Right.
And you didn't even mention it. So that like a game plan is not only supposed to be focused on you. A game plan is supposed to be focused on you, stage, opponent, person. It's supposed to be focused on a lot of things, right? You don't create a game plan because of you. You create a game plan because of the whole game. And there's a lot of things inside a game, right?
Right.
My character, your character, the stage, percentage, stocks, the person you're fighting against. There's a lot of things that can create a game plan, right? So that's really, I mean, it's not a bad game plan. This is basically playing Inkling. But what I want you to think about is that, like, what other things could you implement in that game plan? I don't know. For example, oh, I'm gonna go for nair. Then what if instead of like being careful with the nair and trying to get back air, what if you do something? So I go for this nair and then you punish that nair, right? That's kind of like why. That's kind of like why it works, right? Because you're focusing on me. Because you're looking at my character. You're focusing on like, oh, you're gonna do this. So I'm gonna do this counterplay, and you don't seem to do that. So a game plan is basically is your idea, right? The game plan is what you're gonna go and play. That's what you're gonna do, right? So
Right.
you just can't go without having everything in your mind, because a game is not only you.
Right. Okay. So.
Let's play this stuck.
Okay.
See? So for example, let me kill you. Okay, so in the last talk, you were doing something in specific. You were just like retreating back air, using your dash, retreating back air. You were basically doing that. So at one point, what I did was, oh, I'm gonna approach. I know he's gonna approach. Down two. See, that was my game plan. I learned from the things you were doing, and I decided to stop shooting because I figured that that was the thing you were trying to punish, right? You were trying to control a stage with your moveset, and then, oh, I'm gonna shield. You grab me, basically. But all I did was approaching down tilt. Why? Because I learned, right? That's basically how it works. You can't be doing the same thing over and over because someone does good, is gonna go ahead and punish it, right? Remember that in this match, there is not really a good option. There is just bad options and options that work. There is not really best option. Maybe best option in neutral, yeah, but best option in like as a game plan, I wouldn't really say so. So even though you were doing the right thing over and over again and it was working, I decided to punish it, right? Because there's always a way to punish it. And then after that, you just kept doing the same thing. So you didn't learn. That's why you think that like at some point you just stop getting hits. At least that's how I feel, because you're not really doing anything wrong. Like you play well. It's like I don't really understand why like you don't feel like you get that many hits. Because you definitely get hits, but I think it is because you just follow the same game plan.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
And there is of course a few other things, but like try to play this game not only thinking about the thing that you have to do. Think about like the thing I'm going to do to counterplay your like the things that you're doing, and then punish those things.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Like you have to learn that Smash. You have to understand that Smash. Every single game of Smash, it's a game where like you guys are consistently learning. You guys are learning every single interaction. There's no game the same as the other game. Every single game is different in Ultimate. Oh well, in Smash in general. Every single game is different. Why? Because we keep learning over and over again. And if you just don't learn, if you keep following the same game plan, then that's not gonna work.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah, that was just a bad decision. You see that every single time you retreat back and every single time you come back, you always try to hit me? That?
Yeah.
No, like you don't have to do that. Because what if I just keep shielding and then I just keep responding to the grab? Like nothing happens, right? Like I would not get hit. And that's basically what you keep doing. That's your entire neutral. You run away, approach back, and then choose any of the options that you're good at. And, well, if I unfortunately fall for it, then I get hit, of course. But, like, what happens if I don't do anything? You just keep trying to hit me, and you keep overcommitting. What happens when you keep doing the same thing in my shield? Well, you get punished, right? You're gonna think further. You're gonna think about, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, so he does that. Because you're doing things, but you're not really forcing me to do anything.
Okay.
All I see you doing is like retreating back, approaching in into something else. Like that's all I see you doing. I want you to actually provoke me. I want you to make me do something. I want you to make me feel scared. How you do that? By actually punishing the correct options, and not by just like, oh, I'm gonna run away, I'm gonna approach, and I'm gonna choose an option. Let's see if it hits. No, that's not how you're supposed to play like Smash, because that's not a good game plan, right? It's like if I just did this, and then that, and then that, or something different every single time. But at the end, you keep repeating the same process, right? You keep running away into running in. You keep doing that, and that's really repetitive. When you're playing neutral, you always gonna think about like, what's the next move? If you stay on the same thing, like you will just keep getting hit, and then you will never get hit, right?
Okay, so I guess what I was thinking was if you're standing there shielding, I can try to pressure with my back air, and if you're shielding, it's still safe, but then I can run in and try to grab. And so my options seem to be like, if I ran into grab.
Yeah. If he jumps, like I punish. Yeah, I know what's in your brain. But again, like since I know what's in your head, like I'm not really gonna do it because the safest thing is like, oh, I'm gonna stay shielding. If you try to grab me, you get punished, right? That's basically how you beat that.
Okay.
So you gotta force me to do different things. You gotta, like, do you really think that the whole game I'm gonna let you do your thing and then I'm just gonna stay shielding and then you're gonna be able to abuse it? Like, no. Like, you gotta force me to do different things, so at the end I'm gonna try to punish, at the end I'm gonna try to nair, at the end I'm gonna try to do different things, because I also wanna play my game. I'm not really intending to actually just stay in shield and then punish you like that because you're Inkling. No, because I know that an Inkling player will not give me openings that way. So like, if you run away, sometimes it is better to just stay on where you actually run away, right? So if you run away, you can actually just do a lot of things. Like, you don't have to approach necessarily if you start running again, right?
Okay, yeah.
If you run away, sometimes it is to create a space, sometimes it is to force me an option. Like, you could, like, something that I haven't seen you doing is like actually running away, approaching in into running away. Every single time you approach in, you always throw out a hit, always. But what if you actually just like went for something else? That's where you start conditioning me, right? Because I think that you're gonna do a certain move, and then you don't do it. So at the end, that's conditioning, right? Because like, even if I don't respond to anything, and even if I keep shielding, like at the end, you just change your entire neutral by just not doing the thing that you were doing the entire time, right? And that's how conditioning starts, because at the end, you're making me do something different.
Okay.
Why? Because you're doing something different, right?
And so
that's basically how it works. So like, you're Inkling, you can do a lot of shit, so I will leave that to your imagination, but that's kind of like, that's the concept. Do things differently, so I do things differently. Because if you see that this is currently not working, it will never work, right? Because you're not changing anything, so I don't have to change anything.
okay, so if I do like run up, run away, and just stay away.
Yeah, that will force me to approach.
Okay.
Because I can't do anything. That will force me to approach, and then that will force me to like do an air, maybe approaching to grab, approaching to down tilt, approaching to read a jump. Like literally the same things that you're doing right there, like with me on my shield, are the things that I will now have to do to your shield. Because that's how we play the game, right? So like, imagine if you just keep camping me. Oh, I'm gonna try to approach and I'm gonna try to punish, right? I mean, you were slow at reacting, but you could literally just grab me there.
Okay.
I mean, of course, if you're gonna camp, that's your problem. I don't care if you camp or not. Actually, the more you camp, the better. If you don't want to camp, that's fine. But yeah, remember that this game is about camping. It's about forcing your opponent to do things. If I stay shielding, I mean, it's not like you won't do anything, right?
Right.
Like, I have to approach.
Okay. But, so if neither of us approach, it's generally just comes down to who's in the lead is in a better position by camping.
That's not how it works. Because I mean that's why there are rules, right? That's why there's a timer. That's why there's the stalling rules.
Right.
Because you can't do that. I mean, if you do that, then like, oh, that's bad, right? But I mean, try to camp me. Let's see if it's that easy. Like, I'm not like, if you camp me, I would just be like, oh, like it doesn't matter. Like, there's ways to actually punish, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So like, for example, camp. Like, actually try to camp me. That's, and if I were you, I would be doing this.
Doing what do you mean?
If I was you, I would be doing that. Run away, approach in, hit. Run away, approach in, hit.
Okay.
But I didn't do that. Like, try camping me again. I will approach into, oh, I'm gonna roll, forcing you to do something. See, it's that easy.
Gotcha.
I literally rolled in, so I force you to do something because you're like, oh, he is actually within my range. So I use my roll to make you do something so I can punish. The roll is only a bait. Like, I actually don't want to roll. Why am I fucking rolling, right? It's just a bait because I'm forcing you to do something.
Okay.
In this game, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of, like, empty moves because they don't really have a purpose, right? But,
Right.
oh, surprise, their purpose is to actually make me do something different.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two, one. Time.
And then, of course, there's, like, these players like Sonics or like Ken that actually like camping because of the, I mean, their character actually needs to camp, right? But it's different. Like no, like it's like a game would never end up on both of us camping us like the entire set. Like it would never end that way because
Right.
I mean, besides it being really boring, besides it not being legal, like it would never finish that way. Maybe on a friendly, but like, dude, if you're doing on a friendly, get a life.
Thought I had the range.
was just a good game. Actually, there were a lot of examples in this game. I will, if it happens again in the next one, I'll definitely pull it out.
Okay, sounds good.
Like this game is basically just about like you getting options because you force those options. So like for example, I'm staying shielding, right? And you finally decide to not run away, run in into hit. So what happens if you decide to like run away, roll in into run away again? For example, what I did in the last game was jumping into Nair.
Right.
The problem was that you actually try to challenge my Nair. But what happens if you're like, oh, he finally Naired, so I'm gonna say shielding, parry, grab, right? And that's kind of like how it works. There's always an answer for everything. But sometimes the answer is just not doing anything. So for example, bro, like, run in, then run away, then run in again into run away. Like, do it. I will do that, and then you will be like, oh, he finally Naired. I finally forced him out of his shield, so I go and grab him, right? Because if you don't do anything to force me out of my shield, then nothing's gonna happen, right?
Right.
Like, you will grab me, but once again, I can just spot dodge. So like, you gotta play around my shield. You gotta play around me. You're a fast character, so whiff punishing is really effective. Whiff punishing basically means that like you punish me after I miss something. That's basically what it means. And that's the game plan that you actually should follow. So you're camping me, what I would do is like, I don't know, what if I'm crazy and I do something like, okay, let's say that I'm gonna laser you. What would you do to punish my laser?
If I'm across map, I don't think I don't know. I don't think I could.
Yeah, you can. Read it. Okay, on 3. I'm gonna shoot the laser on 3. You have 3 seconds to think about your option.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. No.
No. Okay.
See, dude, that was so easy.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Jump above it.
Oh, jump up. Okay.
What would you even shield it? Like, that's the problem. Like, you want to keep reacting to the stuff when it happens. You don't want to think about like, oh, this is gonna happen. Oh, this might happen. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, you don't think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy, right?
Yeah. I guess a lot of it is knowing how to counter.
A lot of it is knowing when I'm gonna do it. And how do you know when I'm gonna do it? By provoking me, by conditioning.
Okay.
And of course, then if you have trouble thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna double jump, then I would recommend practice that, but it's not that hard. So for example, let's say that like, for example, let's say that I'm at like 120. What would you do at 120? Oh, maybe roller, right? That's like your main kill tool. And you actually go for roll for the roller. So I will be like, oh, I'm gonna be careful about the roller. Am I really gonna wait until the roller comes out to try to punish it? No, I'm gonna try to predict the roller, so I'm in the air ready because I don't want to get annoyed by that shit. And whenever you do it, boom, back it because you approach me with roller, right? It's kind of like the same thing, but of course applying it to a projectile.
Okay. Gotcha. And pretty much you can use that projectile anytime I'm mid-range or further.
Indeed. So like if you keep running away, maybe if I keep approaching and I keep getting hit, then my next option will be this, right?
Right.
That was very good. See, like you know that because you're an Inkling player. You know that like I'm scared of the bomb, so I will roll so I get hit by the force smash. Let's say that you have to apply that, but at every single moment. Whenever you're playing neutral, whenever you're in disadvantage, whenever like you're trying to get the kill, you're gonna be intuitive.
Gotcha. And I guess that makes me want to ask, like, because obviously for you, it was obvious the counter a laser, you jump over it, but maybe for me, like I don't know like how to counter so many things. So I guess
After that, I would recommend, I don't know, watch an Mkleo, see how he punishes things.
right.
Try it. Like, it's a friendly. You basically lose nothing. You should not be scared of losing a friendly. So you just try things out. Nice. You thought I was on a roll?
Definitely getting what you were saying. It's obviously something that like takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's
but it makes,
like,
makes a lot of sense.
And that's basically how you're supposed to play.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's so weak. Also, another thing to mention, remember that like when I said that like creating a game plan, it has to do with a lot of different things, and one of them is stage and characters. Against Rob, I see you trying to do a lot of like run up air to like catch my jump. But let's say that like it's a good option for some characters, but against Rob, like there's no reason for me as Rob to jump like in that situation. So I will basically always like stay grounded because my grounded speed is faster than my air drift, right? So I like the least I can jump, the least I'm gonna do it, right? Because I don't have to jump, I'm Rob. So that's part of creating a game plan. You're fighting against Rob. So going for those kind of options are useless. Like it doesn't make sense at all because I'm not trying to jump. So you gotta think about like what is Rob trying to do. Rob, every single time he misses something, he's either gonna roll or he's either like gonna retreat back, right? Because he's very big, he doesn't have a lot of air drift. See? He actually does not even travel that long if he jumps. So I'm not gonna force myself to jump and be in that position. So next time you're actually trying to like go for a jump read, just like grab me or read the fact that I'm gonna be moving on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I guess my thought was you might do a falling nair or a rising nair, and I was trying to catch it before it comes out.
I mean, if you're really close to me, or like when this situation happens, is usually because you're really close to me or because I missed something, right? I'm usually, that's not usually my answer for that, because I know it's bad.
Okay.
But you will jump and punish me, right? Because you're good at that, and so I'm gonna like do other things.
Okay.
Try punishing me like that next time.
Okay, and so... Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Nice. Like I wasn't gonna jump, so that was good. Uh-oh.
Rob wins.
Reach for my hand. I am sorrow.
Ready?
Very hard in this game.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely.
Three, two, one, go!
That was good, but did you see how I run away into grabbing you? Because I know that you were gonna try to grab me, right? So next time, instead of like just running up grab, what if you just keep running until you touch me and then grab me, right?
Until
Because like I said, like I said, at the end, I'm gonna run away in case you try to do something, and then I'm gonna go and grab you, right? That's a whiff punish.
Okay.
But what if in your head there's like, oh, I know that he's gonna do that. So instead of like just throwing out the grab, I'm gonna keep running until I grab him, right?
Okay.
Predicting that I'm gonna do that.
Gotcha. Okay. Try to grab onto your arms.
games were going better.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking a lot more about what you were saying, but it definitely is going to take take work to implement.
Like, just go into every game thinking about that, and at the end, it's like you're gonna get used to it, and it will be easy.
Right, right.
The better you get at it, the better you understand what the character, like, now that you actually know that that's how you're supposed to play. Whenever you go into a match, let's say that you're playing against X person against X character on X stage, like you will realize a lot more things. You will actually think about like, oh, this is what happens, and then that will give you a better idea of what you need to do.
Right.
And the more you do it, the better. Cause like, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you right now. I do it automatically. I don't even think about it. I'm just like, oh, like I just do it. And sometimes it's a good option. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I'm gonna think for there. Sometimes I don't have to think. Like, it's gonna come down to that. It's gonna, like, it's gonna be you. That's the way you play now.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
it's going to be easy, like really, really easy, because you're not even bad. That's why I was like, that sounds kind of weird, but it's good that we're able to make it work.
Yeah, definitely glad we got that figured out.
Hey man, GG.
Yeah, GG's. Thank you.
No, don't worry. And I'll see you next time. Good luck.
Yeah, definitely. I have another lesson purchased with you, so I'll definitely work on this and then try it again.
Yeah, for sure. Don't go for the grabs just because you think I'm gonna stay there. Go for the grabs, thinking about like, oh, this guy's gonna move, and like, I was always think about like the thing that I could do.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Like sometimes it is actually good to just go for that option, right? Because like it all comes down to a mix-up. Sometimes when I see that someone is like punishing me way too much for doing certain things, I start doing nothing, which is staying on shield. And you could also learn how to punish that, which is what you actually try to always punish. So you kind of like you will get it eventually. Like
Right,
you will
right.
get better at it.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'll see you next time.
All right. See you. You too. That was stream.